Hi, I'm Tony Van Veen, CEO of Dismakers. One of the holy grails of streaming music promotion is to get your song placed on a big Spotify playlist, or for that matter, on a playlist for Apple Music or one or more of the other streaming platforms. Today, I'm going to show you how to use Spotify's pitching tool to pitch your song for editorial playlists. So to start, let's discuss the two kinds of playlists that exist. There are editorial playlists and there are algorithmic playlists. Editorial playlists are curated by a person, a tastemaker, an expert in some kind of genre, or a super fan even maybe, of, a vibe, a mood, a genre, a type of music. And that person selects which songs make it and don't make it onto their playlist. There are hundreds of Spotify editorial playlists out there, some with millions of subscribers, and some with, just thousands maybe. Algorithmic playlists are a bit different. They are playlists that are individually curated by Spotify's algorithms just for you. They're unique to your listening habits. These algorithmic playlists are not curated by anyone. They're artificial intelligence recommends songs to you based on the artists you follow, the songs you've saved, and the songs that you've listened to. My personal favorite algorithmic playlist is Spotify's Release Radar, which recommends new releases that I might like based on my previous listening habits every Friday. And every week, I discover a few newly released songs that I like enough to save. And frankly, it's become my main new music discovery tool. You can automatically pitch your song through Spotify's pitching portal in your Spotify for Artists account. But the timing and sequence for how you pitch is critical. You must first complete the digital distribution of your song. In our example, we use CD Baby. Then, and this is critical, you must set a release date far enough out to give you enough time to pitch your song. In order to submit your song to playlists, you need to pitch it no less than 1 week before your release date. So give yourself adequate time to pitch. I recommend setting your release date maybe 3 or 4 weeks after when you upload your content to your distributor. This gives you time not just for the playlist pitches, but also for other promotional activities to let fans and others know that your song is coming out, including on social media. And then once your song is delivered to Spotify by CD Baby or your distributor, then you go into your Spotify for Artists account and pitch your song. To show you how this works, I'm now joined by my trusty sidekick, Carter Fox, who is not only Dismaker's social media guru, but who's also an accomplished artist in his own right, with well over 1 million streams on Spotify and his song on multiple editorial playlists. Carter, show us how to do it.
Thanks, Tony. So to get things started with submitting to Spotify editorial playlists, we want to make sure we have access to our Spotify for Artists profile itself. If you distribute through CD Baby, you can go to the Tools and Promotions section, and you'll find a Spotify for Artists Get Instant Access portal. They also have it for Apple, YouTube, your other different platforms as well. So you come in here, you can see I'm already signed up. You'll be able to check for your own artist as well. If not, you just click Get Access, and you follow the prompts, and it's real fast and easy to get yourself into access there. So now we're back on Spotify for Artists. We go to Music, we click Upcoming, we see our song is there, and click the playlist pitch. And now we're inside their pitching portal. Just again, making sure it's the right song we want to pitch. We'll confirm where we're from. We'll choose some genres. And again, we want to be very truthful and honest about what we're picking here. If there's any cultural influences, what kind of moods the music's set, what kind of style the music's in. We want to pick all the instruments we used in the production of the music. Is it a cover? Is it a remix? Is it studio or live, instrumental? Again. And then this is the real big thing that people ask about, the big takeaway. How do you give yourself a leg up on getting editorials? And it's really this description here. It's your pitch. So you see you have 600 characters or so. I actually had pre-written this. I recommend doing that as well. Some helpful hints as far as writing your description and your pitch. Again, tell the story. Be truthful about it. tell your artistic side, what inspires you. I write about space and music and video games. That inspired me a lot. So, there's always some kind of tie into that. And I actually also suggest throwing in some suggestions where your song may fit well as far as playlists go. So some other ones they might have gotten before or want to be on that would match it really well. So I have some suggestions for that. And when you're done and happy with that, you scroll down, you can see past playlists, you can see your top cities. You can't change these. These already come from the data that Spotify has for you, but it's also kind of really cool to see. So when you're really happy, you click next and you, again, confirm everything is correct, looks good. Your beats, your moods, your styles, your pitch. You can come back in and adjust it a little bit after, but you want to at least pitch, about a month ahead, at least a week because of this release radar. You want to be able to have your song appear on the release radar playlist of all your followers. It's a really big deal to help you do it. So once you're happy, you click submit, and there you go. Your pitch has been submitted. What comes next? You really want to run a pre-save campaign. When the song comes out, you really want to get your fans and friends to save, share, and stream the song because it really helps your chances of, fighting that algorithm, getting noticed, and maybe getting placed on one of those larger playlists. And another thing you can do to actually help enhance your release is add a Spotify Canvas little video as well for your song. And if you click the little icon on the corner of the screen, you should be able to watch our previous video that I made that shows you how to upload a canvas to your Spotify. So that's all it is. Good luck, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks, Tony. Back to you.
All right. Thanks, Carter. Looks pretty simple, actually. Even I should be able to do it. Now, one of the cool things when you use Spotify's playlist pitching tool is that in addition to pitching editorial playlists, it also ensures that your song gets on all the appropriate algorithmic playlists that Spotify generates for its listeners. So that's it for today. I hope you found our video helpful. Happy pitching.